Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Nicole. Come on in. We are gonna do a fall home tour today. I hope that you all are excited to see my house all dressed up for the fall time. If you are, go ahead and keep watching. All right, y'all, so let's get started with this fall home tour. I'm really excited to share with you all everything that I've decorated. I really love how the house turned out this year. So here is the entryway table. I decorated it really simply this year for fall. So I just have a couple of pumpkins from Hobby Lobby, this candle holder that came from Savers with a battery operated candle in it. And it's just sitting on top of some vintage books. I always like to use vintage books as risers. I also will have some maple leaves kind of scattered around throughout the house that you'll see because I really love the maple leaf picks that came from Hobby Lobby this year. And I just pulled some of the leaves off and they'll just be kind of scattered around through my different displays throughout the house. So now in the center of my entryway table, I decided to add a paper mache pumpkin sitting on top of a grapevine wreath with a couple more of the maple leaves, and this is just sitting on top of a black pedestal that I got at Hobby Lobby a while back. Then in this corner over here, I decided to add a clear jug with some coffee beans in it, and I added these fall leaf picks that are lighted into the jug. Then I have these two beautiful lanterns that came from magnolia.com. I was really excited to find them. They were on sale, so I was really happy about that. And then I have two more pumpkins that match the pumpkins that we have on the other side. So as far as the bottom of the entryway table, I always like to keep it really simple because I have dogs and they shed like crazy. So super simple down here. I just have a basket with a throw blanket in it and this pillow that says Autumn Harvest on it and a large faux pumpkin next to the basket. So now as we move on from the entryway, we move towards the coffee bar and you can see the living room back there. But we're gonna first talk about the kitchen. So in the kitchen, I also kept it super simple for the fall time. Sorry for the lighting, it's kind of bad for the top of the cabinets, but I will show you them up close here in a second. So here is the top of the cabinets. I just put some potted wheat plants up here, and I already had these baskets up here. They stay up here throughout the different seasons. Then I have these two pictures on either side of my range. And these two paintings I actually painted myself. If you guys have seen my previous kitchen decorating video that I did a while back, I was saying that I decided I'm gonna do different watercolor paintings throughout the seasons for these two frames on either side of the range. On the range, I have a wreath that came from Hobby Lobby. And then everything else pretty much stayed the same on top of the kitchen cabinets, just really nice and simple. And then on the other end over here, I also have another potted wheat plant with the basket behind it. So now I will show you guys this really cute little shelf that I love decorating throughout the seasons in the kitchen. So here I just decided to add this really textured pumpkin that came from Target. Right next to it is actually like a candle pumpkin that also came from Target. Then I have two of the maple leaf picks from Hobby Lobby in the back. I have this super beautiful white glass turkey. Then I have a gold, I think this is supposed to be a bell. It's from Savers. I thought it was super cute, so I just decided to use it to decorate. And then in the middle, I have a crock with leaves on it that also came from Savers. So on the hooks, I just have the same sign that I've kept up kind of throughout the year. It says, "Enjoy the simple things." Next to that, I just hung this kind of little broom looking thing that I found also while I was thrifting, and I think it turned out really cute on this little shelf over here in the kitchen. So now here next to the stove, I just kept it really simple. All I added was this wooden turkey and a little pumpkin with florals coming out of it. Then we will come to this other corner over here. This is like the dark corner of the kitchen. So I have a lamp here that came from Kirkland's. And next to the lamp, I have this little textured pumpkin. I have this, I think it's a cookie jar. I also found it out thrifting. And this super beautiful cookie jar turkey that I found at our little local vintage store, Basil Court Whimsy. Absolutely love going there, and I love this turkey that I found there. So as for this last little area that I love to decorate in the kitchen, I just kind of kept it the way that it was. I have a picture here that I added these little bunny tails into, and then I have my cute little chicken. He always stays in my kitchen. I really love his little legs, so I always like to sit him up on something high and have his little legs dangling. So yes, he sits right here, and I have a couple of pumpkins next to him with another maple pick, and then my bread box, of course, always stays here as well. So now we're going to move on to the coffee bar area and to the dining room. So here is the coffee bar, y'all. I'm really happy with how it turned out this year for fall. I absolutely love it. It took a lot of trial and error to get here, but the finished product I am so happy with. So always keep trying, messing around with your different decor, and I'm sure that you can come up with something that you will end up loving in the end. So I will show you guys first the shelves that we have right here on the side of our beverage fridge. So here I have this cheese dome that I just decided to add a couple of faux pumpkins into. Then in the next shelf, I have this large squash pumpkin looking thing on top of another maple leaf pick. And then the bottom, I just have a couple of vintage books with a simple basket on top of that. Then on top of the coffee bar, of course, I have my 2 coffee machines. I have a milk frother that I'm not really using, or I haven't used in a while. So I just put this candle holder in front of it. And then I have a vintage book with this beautiful reading dog statue on top of it. And then a very textured pumpkin on top of that as well. And of course, hanging on my hooks, I have a couple of pumpkin mugs that came from Target. The middle one is missing because, as y'all saw in the beginning and throughout this video, I am sipping on some coffee. So yes, it is missing, and I am currently drinking coffee from it. So here on the first shelf, I have this beautiful picture that I absolutely love that I thrifted a while ago. I added just some potpourri vanilla smelling pumpkins into the picture. Next to that, I have these 3 textured pumpkins that came from Hobby Lobby. I kind of snuck a little Hobby Lobby pick back there. I have a little light and my cookie and coffee jars. And in my cookie jar, I keep my K-cups for my Keurig there. Now this top shelf, I decided to kind of go all out with it. I have these florals that I decided to add into this crock. They're from Hobby Lobby. The crock was thrifted. Then I have a small little pitcher next to that. I made this Harvest Market sign off of an inspiration off of Pinterest. I have a couple of pumpkins next to that. And then this super cute pumpkin garland that I made. If y'all want to see how all of this was put together, you can watch my fall coffee bar. I did upload a video where we put all of this together. So yeah, this is the fall coffee bar. I'm really happy with it. Now we will move on into the dining area. So the first thing we're going to start with here in the dining area is this centerpiece, y'all. Again, something I'm absolutely in love with this year. I love how my fall centerpiece turned out. It was so much fun to make. I did DIY the base of this, so kind of like this tray that you see. It's on my Instagram if y'all are curious. I had the instructions for it on Instagram and on a blog post. I will link that down below. And in the middle, I just wanted it to look really abundant, kind of like my version of a cornucopia without the cornucopia itself. But yes, it's very abundant looking with some pears, with some textured pumpkins, and some acorns. And that's kind of the theme for the dining area. I wanted to have pears, more than I wanted to have pumpkins. We do have some pumpkins mixed in, but the pears were like my inspiration. I found them out while I was thrifting at Savers, and they were just the inspiration that carried through the dining area. If I could have found more, that would have been my inspiration for the coffee bar and the kitchen as well. But unfortunately, these are the only pears that I found. Here on this second shelf, these are the shelves on the side of the windows. They are mirrored on both sides, but on this one I decided to put a pear print, and on the other side you'll see I have an apple print on that side. So here is the other side shelves, and like I said, they're mirrored. So we have our pears in a basket on top of a vintage book with 2 candles. Then here is an acorn just kind of sitting in a vase, and here is the other print, which is the apples and a pitcher. And then of course the top is the exact same as the top on the other side, just 3 pumpkins and a couple of little picks. So now y'all will move into the living room. So once again, I really love how the entertainment center turned out for the fall time. It's just one of those things, you know, when your decor comes out perfect and you're just like, I love it, I love it, I just want to stare at it all day. That's kind of how I feel about this, and I'm so happy about that because my decor doesn't always come out that way. So when it does, I have to take advantage and be very just in love with it, I guess. So here I have 2 vintage books with a vintage oil lamp sitting on top of that. Then I have another paper mache pumpkin with some maple leaves around it, and that is just in like a pedestal stand. I have 5 brass candle holders throughout the entertainment center with candles in them, and these are actual real candles. So obviously they're not on all the time, and I watch them when I have them on because I know they can be dangerous, but I really love how they look. So here in the middle I have this, I think it's a peacock that I thrifted from Savers. I have this sign in the middle that says grateful for the small things, the big things, and everything in between. Love that sign. I have some more bunny tail foliage going on here. Then on the other side I have our vintage fan with some more vintage books and another paper mache pumpkin. And then of course maple leaves just kind of thrown along on the entertainment center. And I really love how this turned out. So here is the couch. So I just kept my same gray striped ticking fabric pillows as my main pillows. I just changed out the orange ones, so I added some orange florals like you can see right here, and then an orange lumbar pillow as well. And it's just really nice and simple, perfect for us because honestly when we sit on the couch we usually throw the pillows off anyways or use maybe 1 or 2 and that's it. So that works perfect for us. Now on this back entry table, I did show you guys how I made this table and then how I DIY'd the mirror or kind of refinished the mirror, and we also decorated it together in a video. So I will just kind of give you an overview of it. I have 4 very tall iron candle stands. Those came from Hobby Lobby. In the middle I have a dough bowl and 3 paper mache pumpkins that I made last year. I also have that in a video. I will link it down below for y'all if you're interested. Then here at the bottom of the table I just have a basket, a throw blanket, and another faux pumpkin inside of the basket. And then here is a wreath that we also DIY'd when I decorated this back entryway table. And that's going to be it for the home tour, y'all. So I'll see you all in a little bit. Alright y'all, so that's going to be it for today's video. I hope that you all enjoyed coming along with me on this fall home tour. If you did, don't forget to leave this video a like, Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Are y'all those types of people who are ready to have all of your Christmas stuff out already, or are you still enjoying the fall season? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, y'all.